Dear members of Dhamma family, all of you are old students of Vipassana, and certainly you would like to get more established in Dhamma. Certainly you like to progress more on the path of Dhamma so that you can enjoy the best fruits of Dhamma. To progress on the path of Dhamma, it is absolutely essential that you practice Dhamma. And to practice Dhamma, it is essential that you understand Dhamma. Dhamma should not be taken like a blind belief, a dogma, or a cult, or an organized religion. If one develops attachment to Dhamma, taking it as a cult or an organized religion, then Dhamma is no Dhamma for this person. This person does not practice Dhamma. This person has merely developed attachment to Dhamma. This person may say that I am very much devoted to Dhamma. But that becomes blind devotion. When you understand Dhamma in its true nature, when you understand the deep essence of Dhamma, then the outer shell has no meaning. The deep essence of Dhamma is universal. And this is what one has to practice. Shila. Understanding very well what Shila is. Understanding very well why Shila should be practiced. Samadhi. Understanding very well what Samma Samadhi is, the right Samadhi is. And why this type of Samadhi should be practiced. Panya. Understanding very well what real Panya is. And why Panya should be practiced. The law that governs the entire universe, the law of nature, is impartial, does not favor any sect, any community, any country, any color, any gender. It is universal. This law of cause and effect, if this is there, this result is bound to be there. If you don't want this result, then don't allow this to be there. So simple. If there are two parts of hydrogen, one part of oxygen, it results in water. No hydrogen, no oxygen, no water. What Buddhism about it? What Hinduism about it? What Christianity? What Jewish? what American or what Russian or what Burmese or what Indian. This is law of nature. Anywhere in any planet where there is no hydrogen, no oxygen, there is no moisture, there is no water. This is law of nature. Someone who becomes Buddha just realizes the truth of the law of nature at the deepest level. Every good scientist makes a research to find out the truth. Up to a certain level, every scientist tries to find out the truth. And this master scientist of the humanity found out the truth at the deepest level, ultimate truth. So the law which governs the entire universe becomes so clear to an enlightened person. No dogma is involved in this. No sectarianism is involved in this. People who are in illusion, in delusion, an enlightened person tells them, look, this is illusion. This is delusion. This is not truth. I, with my own experience, has found this is not truth. This is truth. This is the law. This is Dhamma. Dhamma means law. Dhamma means nature. Dhamma means characteristic, which is universal. Well, I have discovered it. Don't believe because I have discovered it by having faith in me. You may have blind faith and you say, yes, whatever Buddha has said, we agree. It won't help you. You yourself experience it and then accept it. And you will find this has made such a great difference in you. Merely accepting the fact at the devotional level because you have got great faith in a Buddha. Certainly one should have great faith in Buddha, but this should not become a blind faith. A faith in Buddha should give us inspiration to experience the same thing that Buddha experienced. We take every step which was taken by Buddha, which made him a fully enlightened person, and every step we find that we are getting enlightened, till we reach the stage where we are fully enlightened. If we just accept what Buddha said and do nothing to experience ourselves, it does not help. Buddha never wanted this to be. That is why Buddha was not interested in any sect. He was never interested to establish a sect. When people forgot the essence of the teaching of the enlightened person, they started founding sects after sects in his name. One who kept on denouncing sectarianism throughout his life, so many sects cropped up in his name. The Buddha is not interested in establishing the belief of this particular philosophy or that particular philosophy. He kept on denouncing all philosophies because they are mere imaginations, games of intellect. They do not help. He would say, experience the truth. That is samma ditti. Otherwise, every ditti, however right it may be, if you are not experienced yourself, is a bondage for you. You have to experience the truth yourself and accept as much as you experience. As you proceed further, you keep on experiencing the deeper truths. Accept them when you experience yourself. Till then, neither deny nor develop a feeling of a great attachment towards it. Just remain neutral, whatever it may be. Let me see. Let me see by my own experience. Buddha experienced certain truths. And when you announce to the people that these are the truths which I have experienced, you also try. This is not only my monopoly. If you walk on this path, you can experience the same thing that I experienced. And not one, not two. Thousands upon thousands of people reach the same stage which Buddha reached. Thousands upon thousands became arhats, fully enlightened. The same experience. The truth is scientific, but it can be experienced by many people or by anyone. Then it's not a blind faith. People did not believe him in the beginning, quite possible, quite true, out of ignorance, out of their attachment to their own dogmas, beliefs, philosophies, which were prevalent then. Just as a few centuries back, Galileo announced that the world is round like a ball. What a great amount of opposition he would have faced. Look, it is flat, and you say it is round. You are a mad person. Ultimately, people had agreed, this is round. Then people didn't become Galileolist. They will remain people. They just accepted the fact. A Buddha announces this is the truth. People don't accept initially. Then he says, try this way. Experiment this way. You will also experience the same thing. They experienced. And they never called themselves Buddhist. For 5 centuries in India, not a single person called himself a Buddhist. What Buddhist? And what Buddhism? It is Dhamma, it is law, it is nature. And what is law? What is nature? Cause, effect, cause, effect. He kept on declaring, Yo dhammang janati, so paticca samuppadang janati. Yo paticca samuppadang janati, so dhammang janati. One who has understood Dhamma has understood the law of cause and effect. One who has understood the law of cause and effect has understood Dhamma. That means Dhamma is nothing but the law of cause and effect. So clear in his teaching. Galileo or no Galileo, the world is round, the world was round, the world will remain to be round. Newton or no Newton, the law of the gravity is there, was there, will remain there. Einstein or no Einstein, the law of relativity was there, is there, will remain there. Similarly, Buddha or no Buddha, the law of paticca samutpad was there, it was before Buddha, the time of Buddha, after Buddha. Buddha only discovered a reality, placed it before the people. This is the reality. And realizing this reality, look how it has helped me. I am free from all the miseries. I am free from all the bondages. You miserable people of the world, suffering from the bondages of ignorance, from the bondages of craving and aversion. Why not you also experience the same thing, walk on the same path, come out of all your miseries, come out of all your bondages? The truth. Everyone was inspired to realize the truth, the law. Paticca samuppada. If this is there, this is bound to happen. If this is not there, this will not happen. If the cause is there, the effect is bound to come. If the cause is not there, effect will not come. The cause and effect. And this very effect will become a cause for some other effect. The cause, effect, cause, effect, cause. This is how this law rolls on throughout the universe. The entire universe is governed by this law. No discrimination, no favor. The law, the nature, the characteristic is the same for everyone. The law, the nature, the characteristic of fire is to burn itself and burn others. This is the characteristic of fire. Anyone, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, places his or her hand on this burning fire is bound to get burned. This is the nature of fire. The fire will not say who you are, whether I should burn you or not. First I should know who you are. Are you a Christian? Are you a Buddhist? Are you a Hindu? Are you American or a Russian or Sri Lankan or Indian or Burmese or Pakistani? Nothing doing. It will just burn. It will just burn. As soon as you place your hand on it, it will burn. You don't like this burning, take your hand off. You won't burn. You come out of the burning. So simple. The law is so simple. Dhamma is so simple. Yet it is made so complicated by such mad people who do not feel like practicing Dhamma. They just want to intellectualize Dhamma. They just want to emotionalize, devotionalize Dhamma. No practice of Dhamma takes away the essence of Dhamma. Someone clears a path, say a path going from here to San Francisco. One has made a path, shown a path. People keep walking on the path. They get benefit, they reach San Francisco. One generation, two generation, people stop walking on the path. But sitting here, they will keep on arguing about the path, discussing about the path, debating about the path. Oh, such a wonderful path it takes to San Francisco. Such a wonderful path. And then someone will say, do you know this path? It turns like this there. Other will say, no, it turns like this. Nobody walks. It goes so high and then goes so low. No. It goes so low and then goes so high. Nobody walks. It is so broad. No, it is so broad. No, it is so broad. Nobody walks. Centuries after centuries, they keep on debating, they keep on discussing, fighting, quarreling. Nobody walks over this path. The whole path gets lost. Grass grow over it, bushes grow over it, trees grow over it. And then some wild animals start living there. Even if somebody tries to walk, path is lost. How to walk? And it has become so dangerous. How to walk on this? Still people keep on arguing, this is the path, this is the path. Oh no, that is the path, that is the path. This is the biggest ignorance in which people keep on rolling. And they feel we are very religious people. We are very dhammic people. We are followers of the great Buddha. We are followers of great Jesus Christ. We are followers of Muhammad. We are followers of this or followers of that. Actually, nobody follows. Nobody walks on the path. The teaching of Buddha is to walk on the path. Mere discussions won't help. Arguments won't help. Emotionalizing the issue won't help. To practice. And as you practice, you keep on understanding this is universal law. Shila. Why Shila? Not because Buddha said so. Just the first step is taken because Buddha said so. Now let me see. I have to take the first step, so I must be very careful not to break my Shila. One starts understanding. Why not to break Shila? Why I should not kill? First at the intellectual level one starts understanding why I should not kill. Because if somebody kills me, I don't like. If somebody hits me, I don't like. Similarly, if I try to kill somebody, this person will not like. What I don't like, the same others also don't like. Oh no, I should not kill because I don't like myself to be killed. Someone steals something which belongs to me and which is very dear to me. Certainly I don't like. Oh, then I should also not steal something, take away something which does not belong to me, which belongs to somebody else. No, I should not steal. Someone commits adultery with my spouse. I don't like it. Oh, so I should also not commit adultery with anybody's spouse. Somebody speaks lie to me and tries to deceive me. I don't like. Oh, therefore, I also should not speak lie and try to deceive others. All these four essential parts of Sila, one starts understanding at the intellectual level, logical level, that I should abstain from this, and this. And then one understands most of the breakage of Sila around the society with the people is because of this intoxication. So many people kill because they are intoxicated. They steal, they rob, they commit sexual misconduct, they speak lies. Once one gets intoxicated, can do anything wrong. One is not the master. This influence of the drug, influence of the alcohol, this has become master. Oh no, I should not take anything which intoxicates me. This understanding at the intellectual level goes little further at a deeper intellectual level. But look, after all, human being is a social being. One has to live in the society. One can live peacefully and harmoniously in the society if the law, the order, the discipline, the harmony of the society is maintained. If the harmony of the society, the discipline of the society is broken again and again, the atmosphere around cannot be peaceful, cannot be harmonious. All around the atmosphere is full of disharmony and agitation. In such an atmosphere, how can I live in peace and harmony? Therefore, in my interest, I should not do anything which will disturb the peace and harmony of the atmosphere around me, the peace and harmony of the other persons of the society. I should not do anything. Again, understood it. Again at the intellectual level, but at a deeper intellectual level. Dhamma is not merely an intellectual game. Buddha never wanted that. Otherwise he would have given sermons only. Oh, you people of the world, you should not do this, you should not do this, you should not do this. That would not have been effective. Why Buddha's teaching was effective? Because he helped people to understand how not to do it. There were many who were giving the same sermons. You should not kill, you should not steal, you should not have sexual misconduct, you should not speak lies. All those things were there in the society. They were teachers. It was called Chaturiyama, and it was popular with quite a few. But to give sermons is one thing. To make people understand at the experiential level as to why I should observe Sila. And then give them the ability to observe Sila. At the intellectual level, one may understand, one may agree. I should not do this, I should not do this. Oh, this is not correct. This is not wholesome. I should do this, I should do this. This is very wholesome, this is very good. And yet, in actual practice, it is totally different. One of the ancient scripture points out the same thing, saying, Janami dharmam nacha me pravritti janami adharmam nacha me nivritti. I know very well what is dharma. I know very well what is dharma. And yet, I cannot follow. I know very well what is adharma, anti-dharma. And yet, I cannot abstain from it. Oh, I am so helpless. I am so helpless. Buddha takes out someone who feels, who understands that I must follow a path of Dhamma, and yet I cannot follow. I must abstain from sinful, unwholesome activities, and yet one cannot abstain. Then someone who becomes Buddha finds out a way. He makes people realize this truth at the experiential level. If it remains merely a sermon, then they are accepting the truth of dharma and anti-dharma only by devotion or by intellect, not at the actual level. Buddha makes them understand at the actual level. See what happens when you kill somebody. See what happens when you steal something. See what happens when you commit adultery. See what happens when you lie somebody. See what happens when you take some alcohol or take drug. Going deep inside, one starts understanding. I cannot kill anybody unless I generate some negativity in the mind. Anger, hatred, ill will, animosity. Some negativity or the other. And then only I kill. And one also realizes that as soon as I generate a negativity in my mind, the nature starts punishing me. I become so miserable. I become so unhappy. Nature started punishing me then and there. Idhu tappati, peccha tappati. Realizing the truth of universe, Buddha says that you start suffering now and you continue to suffer for future. The seed that you have planted of an unwholesome action makes you suffer here and now, And this seed will grow and give very bitter fruits. And you will keep on suffering as it grows. Id tappati, picca tappati, papakari, ubhayattha tappati. Continues to suffer from now till all the time in future. One starts experiencing that. Look, whenever I generate any defilement in my mind, any defilement, nature starts punishing me then and there. As one goes deeper in the understanding of the law of nature, again at the experiential level, one understands every time I have reacted generating an unwholesome sankhara, my mind is conditioned that way. I don't like something, so I generate a negativity. I give an input in the habit pattern of my mind to react with negativity as soon as you don't like something. You don't like this or you don't like that, nothing doing. So long as you don't like something, you react. And every time you reacted, you built up a tension inside. You suffered. Now this tendency of reacting in the same way with every experience, unpleasant experience, will make you react again. He gives a simile, a rope being twisted. Every time you react, you twist it further, you twist it, you become so tense. Twisting. And every time you're twisting, you become tense, you become miserable. This misery continues with you. That's why he says that with the base of an impure mind, any action, vocal or physical, tato nang dukkham anaveti, chakkang ve bahato padang, then the misery will keep on following you. Like the wheel of the cart which follows the bullock, yoked to that cart. Wherever this bullock runs, the wheel follows. Law of nature. Not a curse given by Buddha or by somebody. It's law of nature. You are making a habit pattern to react in the same way. Your mind is getting habituated in a way. It will keep on reacting. Unwanted things will keep on happening in the life, and you do nothing but keep on twisting yourself. Every moment things, unpleasant things are happening. Every moment there is suffering. This tiny little seed that you have planted grows, and it grows with misery. You get bigger fruits of misery. The seed is full of misery, the fruit is bound to be misery, but the growth is also misery. Every moment there is misery. And he says quite possible that at the surface level of the mind you won't understand even that you are twisting yourself inside. Every moment you are generating a twist inside. You are tying a knot inside. You are becoming tense. You may not know. Why you may not know? A burning fire charcoal, burning ember. There is a thick layer of ash over it. You look at the ash, no burning charcoal, no fire. 99% of your mind is burning. That 1% at the surface is enjoying this sensual pleasure, that sensual pleasure. I go to a cinema, I go to a theatre, I go to a ballroom, I go to a bar, I do this, oh wonderful, I got so much money, look, a fleet of cars with me, and I got my own aeroplane, and I got this, oh wonderful, look, I'm 1 inch taller than everybody else. I'm such a happy person. You've never seen inside? Burning charcoal. All the time burning. one incident. A number of members of a royal family, rich people, lot of money, lot of power, lot of madness, and they went for a holiday, went for a picnic. Every prince with his wife to enjoy went out in the jungle. One of the prince, his wife has gone away to the parents' house. So he took a prostitute. I must also join this group. All of them went there. This prostitute, when she found they are all princes, so much of jewelry each one is wearing, so valuable clothes. She said, yes, wonderful, wonderful opportunity for me. She kept on serving them alcohol. Hey, take little more. Hey, take little more. All of them got drowned and intoxicated. She took away all their jewelry, makes a bundle, runs away. When they came to senses, oh, where are our jewelry, our money, all gone? Who's taken away? What happened? Oh, that girl, she had taken away. And they were in jungle. So they went in search of this woman. Where has she gone? Must have gone this way, must have gone that way. And they were people with good paramis of the past. So as they were searching, they came to a tree where Buddha was meditating. Good parami people, they came to Buddha. In search of that girl, they came to Buddha and asked Buddha, a monk, have you seen a woman going this way? What are you going to do with this woman? Oh, we are in search of this woman. Why you are in search of this woman? Oh, she's taken away so much of jewelry. You are in search of this jewelry. Why don't you search yourself? Search ourselves. We know what we are. What search ourselves? Hey, you don't know there is so much fire in you. Burning fire. Make a search of that. And you will find so much burning fire. You are burning. For a burning person, the most important thing is to come out of the burning. You are burning. Make a search of that. How to make a search of that? Come, sit, close your eyes. Observe respiration, observe sensation. And you will find this ash has gone away. This layer of ash, which does not allow you to see what is happening within you, it goes away. Then you see burning. Then you see so much twist. Oh, this rope I keep on twisting all the time, twisting. You don't twist. Just leave it. Do nothing. Do nothing. And look how it starts unwinding itself. All the twist goes away. All the tension goes away. This is law. This is Dhamma. What Buddhism about it? What Hinduism about it? What Christianity about it? This is law. Out of ignorance, you keep on twisting, you keep on twisting. You become tense, you are so unhappy. You stop this process of twisting, leave it to nature, and nature starts helping you. You are coming out of this mad habit of harming yourself. All the time you are harming yourself because you don't know what is happening inside. This was Buddha's enlightenment. He found out what is happening inside. Every time one breaks the Shila, at the surface level he feels so wonderful. This fellow, I killed him because he was so bad. So bad, so I killed him. I stole something. Why it should be with him? So I stole it. What's wrong in it? I'm quite happy. Oh, I had this sexual misconduct. Both of us agreed. Wonderful. I've not harmed anybody. People come on arguing. This part of Shila is not good. I don't harm anybody. It was not a rape. It was just two persons agreeing. So both are happy. What's wrong? This layer of ash makes one feel wonderful, nothing wrong. Look, nothing wrong. I take just a little glass of wine. Little glass. I don't get intoxicated. You talk of intoxication. I don't get intoxicated. What wrong? Perfectly all right. After all, I go in society. Somebody offers me a glass of wine. Somebody offers me a glass of beer. What wrong? Nothing wrong. I feel quite happy. Others feel quite happy. I am not disturbing the peace and harmony of the society. On the other hand, I am helping. the peace and harmony of the society. Everybody is happy. A Buddha will smile. Mad fellows. They are happy with this layer of ash. They don't know what's burning deep inside. And they don't know that they're giving fuel to this burning. Every moment, every time you break any shila, you are giving more and more fuel to this fire. Very miserable. And that you cannot understand by arguments, by debates, by discussions, that you understand only when you go deeper, deeper, deeper. How every vocal and physical action which breaks the law starts harming you. Ida tappati, you started burning here. Pecha tappati, you continue to burn in future. And how wholesome action, every wholesome action, idanandati, pechanandati, katapunyo, ubhayathanandati. You start performing wholesome actions, physical or vocal. You see how this fire which was burning inside gets extinguished and you start feeling peace. You are planting a seed of peace and this continues. You are giving a habit pattern to the mind, a habit of peace, of harmony, of real happiness, and it continues, it continues. All your actions, physical and vocal, with the base of a pure mind, tato nang sukhamanaveti chaya vai anapayini. Then happiness follows you like your own shadow. Wherever you go, there is happiness. Wherever you go, there is real happiness, not the happiness of the small layer of ash over the burning ember. Happiness to the depth of the mind. Each has to realize it at the experiential level. And for that, he gave the technique, because he tried so many techniques. Samadhi, what type of samadhi? Panya, what type of panya? Samadhi is concentration. People keep coming to me. Oh, it is the same, Guruji, it is the same. I go to Mr. A, to Mr. B, to Mr. C, this teacher, that teacher. Dhamma is the same, they teach the same thing. So childish. Even at the time of Buddha, people used to go to him. So childish. It is the same, it is the same. Concentration, it is the same. But how you should concentrate? And why you should concentrate in this particular way? This is the enlightenment of Buddha. Concentration was there. Even this person became enlightened. Before he became enlightened, even before he became enlightened, there were teachers to whom he went and learned the deepest way of concentration. Absorption samadhis, deep absorption samadhis. But he was not liberated from the misery. It gives so much of peace, so much of happiness at the surface of the mind. It might go little deeper, but the depth of the mind remains as it was. It does not go to the depth of the mind. At the deepest level of the mind, deepest layer of the mind, it is burning. It is tense. It is twisting itself. Not come out of misery. Unless the roots of the misery are taken out, one is not liberated. Therefore, mere samadhi won't help. Samma samadhi, right type of samadhi. What is difference between right type of samadhi and wrong type of samadhi? Concentration is concentration. This small part of the mind which is said paritta chitta, tiny part of the mind. What here in the West you say, conscious mind. Of course, the entire mind is conscious, nothing unconscious, nothing half-conscious. But the rest of the mind is with the body and body sensations. It keeps on feeling the sensations of the body and keeps on reacting to these sensations on the body. The surface of the mind. This is the layer of the ash over the burning ember. You play with this. Put some more ash there. Look, no burning now. No burning, I am perfectly happy because there's small layer. Many types of meditations, the so-called concentrations, the so-called samadhis, will make this tiny part of the mind, which is called paritta chitta, into mahaggata chitta, great mind. This tiny little mind will become a great mind. But how? It won't penetrate and go inside and become great. It will go above and become great, great, great. How it will go above? It will go above by only imaginations. All the 8 jhanas that we are practiced by verbalization, by visualization, by imaginations, by giving some kind of suggestions. That was the type of meditation going on in India at the time when Buddha did not become Buddha, before his becoming Buddha. And that is what he practiced everywhere. Different types of meditation will take you to the great heights where the mind expands to infinity. From the 5th jhana to the 8th jhana is infinity, infinite, infinite. The tiny mind has become infinite mind. Oh, wonderful. This is what I wanted. I attained it. But deep inside, the impurity remains. The process of the multiplication of impurity remains. The conditioning of the mind is there. It is not unconditioned. Unless the deepest part of the mind is unconditioned, you are not out of the misery. So he started making this tiny mind a big mind by going inside. Therefore, the aim of the concentration must be to realize the reality inside. Inside, what inside? Inside means the truth of mind and matter within this structure. Within this structure, how mind and matter are interacting, influencing each other, and how you multiply your misery. You keep on reacting with misery, and therefore multiply misery. The tendency of reacting in the same way, which generates nothing but misery, this tendency is made stronger, although at the surface level you have become infinite consciousness. This is started with panya. So the samadhi must be a samadhi which leads us to panya. The object of the samadhi must be reality. Reality pertaining to your own body, pertaining to your own mind. Somebody comes to me and says, same. Oh, Guruji, same. They are also enlightened persons, big persons, great persons. Look how they meditate and the whole thing becomes so peaceful, so quiet. How they meditate? They meditate with verbalization, and your conscious mind is only verbalizing. The deep unconscious has nothing to do with this verbalization. Your tiny part of the mind is visualizing. The tiny part of the mind is imagining. The tiny part of the mind is giving some suggestion. The tiny part of the mind some playing intellectual game or emotional games. The deep inside mind has nothing to do with all this. You feel quite peaceful. You go for a sensual pleasure to a cinema or a bar or a theater. You are diverting your conscious mind, which was agitated, to somewhere where you start enjoying some kind of sensual pleasure. You have diverted your mind. You are intoxicating your conscious mind to some alcohol or some drug so that you forget your misery for some time. Same way, you intoxicate your mind with different kinds of meditations and you forget your misery. The misery which is at the depth of your mind, you are forgetting it. The charcoal which is burning deep inside, red hot, you are forgetting it. You are making this layer thicker. But deep inside, burning. This is what was the enlightenment of Buddha. Go to the depth. There you understand the law of cause, the law of effect. Paticca samuppada. If this happens, this is bound to happen. Oh, whenever I react, misery follows. I react with craving or react with aversion, misery follows. Law of nature. And why I react? It became so clear. Vedana, pachaya, tanaha. Because of the feeling of body sensations, I react. The unconscious mind deep inside is constantly in contact with the body sensations. Mind and matter are so interrelated that every moment something happens in the mind, the body, the matter gets influenced, anything happens in the matter, the mind gets influenced, and there is a interreaction taking place every moment. You keep on generating some sankhara or the other, and you keep on multiplying the sankhara. You are multiplying your habit pattern of misery. You are harming yourself. Whether you run for some sensual pleasure, which is very bad, certainly, or you run for so-called spiritual pleasure, which is good, but still not liberating you. Go to the actual reality. That he meant by vipassana. That is real panya. Go to the depth of the reality, the root cause where the misery starts. At the apparent level, you will feel that I am reacting to things outside. Something I see good, pleasant, I react with craving. Something I hear, pleasant, I react with craving. Or a smell, pleasant, I react. Taste, pleasant, I react. Touch, pleasant, I react. A thought, pleasant, I react with craving. Similarly, unpleasant vision, unpleasant words, unpleasant smell, unpleasant taste, unpleasant touch or unpleasant thought, I react with aversion. This is true. But this is just at the surface level. This is apparent truth. There is a missing link which you do not understand without practicing of vipassana, that you are actually reacting not to these external 6 objects of the 6 respective sense doors. You are reacting to the sensation on your body. When the sensation is pleasant, then you react with craving. When the sensation is unpleasant, you react with aversion. If this link is missing, then you are not working with the depth of your mind. You are simply working at the surface of the mind. Therefore, all the teachings at the time of Buddha was only working with the surface of the mind. And it was not acceptable to him because he went deep inside and found this barrier. People who keep on working only with the conscious mind just keep on fooling themselves, deceiving themselves. It doesn't help. Go to the depth. And to go to the depth, you limit yourself to your own mind and matter phenomenon and see how the interaction is going on. Look, a word has come and the one part of the mind is said is very pleasant, very good, and you get a pleasant sensation. Then you react with craving. You hear something and your mind says it is very bad, sensation is very unpleasant. Then only you react with aversion. You react to your body sensations. He brought us down. Vedana Pachaya Tanaha. That was the first person in that era. There were many Buddhas before, they also found out the same thing. But in that era, in that age, he was the first person to find out this truth. The truth was there all the time. He kept on saying Buddha or no Buddha, the law of nature is there. The law of cause and effect is there. A Buddha, because he finds out this law of nature, places it before the people with all the compassion and goodwill. Look, this is the law. Learn, understand this law by your own experience so that you can come out of your misery. Law is there. So everybody who was working only with the surface level of the mind never knew this law which is working at the depth of the mind. Nama and Rupa. Nama Rupa Pachaya Sarayatan. Because of the contact of mind and matter, there are the 6 sense doors. And Sarayatan Pachaya Phassa. And because of the 6 sense doors, all the external contact is there. Without these 6 sense doors, there is no external contact. Sarayatan Pachaya Phassa. Phassa Pachaya Vedana. And the contact between any sense door and the respective object generates a sensation on the body. You feel a sensation on the body. Vedana Pachaya Tanaha. Then your craving and aversion starts because of this feeling of the sensation on the body. This was missing. That is why when people say same, what same? This was being practiced by that India of those days. There were many learned, wise teachers who will say, don't react to sound pleasant or unpleasant. Don't react to vision pleasant or unpleasant. Don't react to any smell pleasant or unpleasant. Don't react to any taste pleasant or unpleasant. Don't react to anything tangible pleasant or unpleasant. Don't react to any emotion or thought pleasant or unpleasant, because that will make you roll in misery. They were quite correct. But Buddha went deeper. These external objects and your sense doors and the contact of all these is not everything. There is something deeper than that. With that contact, a sensation arises, then only you start reacting. Go to the root of your problem. Don't react to these body sensations, then you are coming out of your problem. This was the truth realized by Buddha. And if you forget this truth, and we say same, it is the same, I go to this teacher, the same, oh, I go there, wonderful, this I'll do, wonderful. You are forgetting the sensations where you are reacting with craving and aversion. You are forgetting this part of the mind which is always hidden under this layer of ash. You don't know what's happening deep inside. This ash must be removed. Any object of meditation which helps this ash to grow is not a good object of meditation. Any object of meditation which removes this ash and makes us feel the misery inside, the first noble truth. Look, what a great burning going on, what a great tension going on. And that can be only experienced when you start feeling sensations on the body. Every sensation on the body is a misery. Because out of ignorance you keep on reacting to the body sensation, you keep on generating misery. This was enlightenment of Buddha. This was the truth that the great scientist, the scientist who discovered the law of relation between mind and matter, between the sense object and the external object, the sense door and the external object, how the mind reacts at the deepest level and how the misery starts and it keeps on multiplying, how this can be stopped. The mind which is so very much slave of this habit pattern, how it can be taken out of that slavery. This can be done only by practice, not merely by intellectual discussions, debates, not merely by accepting the truth at the devotional level, does not help. All that can give us guidance, all that can give us some path how we should work, but actually one has to work. Old students who have taken at least one course should understand what they are doing. When an old student comes to me and says, same, that also is same, I go to that guru, same. Yes, if that guru is teaching something to work on the body sensation, same. I say, go ahead. Body sensation you feel and you are equanimous. It is same. You call it vipassana or no vipassana, doesn't matter. It is teaching of Buddha or teaching of anybody. Makes no difference. This is law. This is nature. Otherwise to say it is same, you are harming yourself. You are not understood Buddha. You are not understood the teaching of Buddha. You are not understood the real law of nature at the deepest level. Those who want to work seriously, those who want to progress on the path of Dhamma seriously, they have to understand that what I am doing, why I am doing so, and what is the real reason behind it that I am doing so, without hating others. Everybody else who is teaching something at the intellectual level is also doing something, some good for the people. Somebody who is teaching something which helps your conscious mind only. Good. At least the conscious mind is purified to some extent. Very good. We don't denounce. But we also understand. Liberation will come only when you go to the deep root of your cause of misery. Unless you eradicate that root of the misery, you can't eradicate your misery. And this is the discovery of Buddha, which is so natural, which is so truthful, which is so correct, which is so non-sectarian, which is so universal. Anybody and everybody can understand going deep inside. Look how I am generating misery for me. Ida tappati, pecha tappati. I generate a misery now and I continue with misery. How I can come out of misery? By not giving any fuel to this burning fire. Look, I am coming out. Whatever fuel was there, it will burn out. It will pass away. I am out of it because I am not giving a new fuel. So simple, and yet people have made it so complicated. Dhamma is so simple. There cannot be anything simpler than Dhamma. So clear, and yet people have made it so complicated. Complicated because of this philosophy, that philosophy, this dogma, that dogma, this belief, that belief. You practice, this is fire, I put my hand on it, look, it burns. I won't put my hand on this fire, this burns. You keep on talking about fire. How will you come out of fire? Now going deep inside, you know this burning, this misery. Every time my mind reacts, it generates misery. Look, I am rolling in misery. When it does not react, I am coming out of misery. I am coming out. So simple. Don't make it complicated. Those who are made complicated have harmed themselves and they harm others. Once you've got the real path, the true path, it's a long path. To change the habit pattern of the mind, it takes time. But a beginning is made. Even if you've taken one course, A beginning is made, a good beginning is made. Make use of it. Change this habit pattern. Your mind is conditioned in a way that it keeps on multiplying misery. This conditioning must go. And this conditioning will go when you start unconditioning it at the deepest level. That is vipassana, that is panya. Right type of samadhi, which has the object of mind and matter. Right type of panya, which does not allow you play only intellectual games, which makes you experience the truth, the law, the nature, the dhamma. This is the teaching of Buddha. Sila, samadhi, panya. Sila, samadhi, panya. As you go deeper, the sila will become so prominent, predominant for you, so important for you, because you've never been to that depth. One drop of alcohol going inside, wow, how the whole system reacts to it, you will know. Till you go to that depth, you keep on arguing, oh, nothing, I don't get intoxicated, look, I don't get intoxicated. Madness. This sexual relation is to come out of this sex and reach the stage where one enjoys the life of celibacy. Oh, life of celibacy, one has not enjoyed, so one doesn't know what it is. One gives all importance to the sexual pleasure, sexual pleasure. Madness, this is just this surface layer of this ash. Go inside, take that burning away, and then you find what real happiness is, what real peace is. And that you can understand only when you start living the life of celibacy. But as a householder, you can't reach that stage so quickly. You have to work on it. And while you are working on this, you must work in a way that you are coming out of sex passion slowly, slowly, to reach the stage where there is a happiness, a pleasure, a fullness of celibacy. That must come out naturally. You can't force it. Therefore, partnership, Dhamma partner. And then they have limited sex, and then slowly they come out, and they come to a stage, no more body relations. And they are so happy, so contented. All these arguments that, well, look, I get pleasure, the other person gets pleasure, oh, I'm not disturbing peace of anybody, it's wonderful, it's not breaking Shila. That madness will go away. You keep on having sex relation from one to the second to the third to the fourth, you can never come out of it. You are giving more and more fuel to this fire. The way to come out of this is limited, disciplined sex, and both the partners must be practicing vipassana. Easily you come out of it, and you start enjoying the life. What a wonderful life. Enjoy that. No forceful celibacy, but at the same time, no free license. Have a disciplined way of life, a good way of family life, householder's life, and with that you come out and enjoy peace. Like this, every sila, all the 5 silas, as you go deeper, you will start understanding every breakage of every sila multiplies this ash and multiplies this burning inside. Both are multiplied. Therefore, at the surface level, we don't know what is happening inside. And inside we are burning, we are so unhappy. Take this ash away. First realize the truth of burning, the dukkha, the misery. Every time you break your sila, deep inside you become very miserable. Realize it. Don't get diluted by the surface of this ash. Don't get diluted by only the small part of the so-called conscious mind. Then you are on the path taught by Buddha, because it teaches law of nature, dependent origination. Depending on this is bound to originate. If there is nothing to depend, this will not originate. So simple, so clear. Don't make it complicated. By complicating it, you are harming yourself. Just the truth as it is. From the surface to the depth, keep on experiencing the truth pertaining to your own phenomena of mind and matter. And you are moving towards your liberation. Liberation from bondages, liberation from misery. All the old students must understand Dhamma properly, and also must understand that only by practicing Dhamma we can get benefit of Dhamma. Just taking one course and then forgetting, not practicing every day. Well, it has helped only to a small extent. You have taken a course, or you keep on taking one course every year but you don't practice. It can't change the habit pattern of your mind. That blind habit pattern remains. And you have to change the blind habit pattern. The conditioned mind remains conditioned. You can't make it unconditioned because you're not practicing. Every time you practice, you change this habit pattern a little bit. You decondition your mind little bit. You reach the stage where the mind is totally unconditioned. All the conditioning goes away, past habit pattern goes away, for which you have to work. Work seriously. You got this wonderful facility here to work. You made good use of it. That is why during these few years I find the vibration here quite good. And now you give this vibration to others. Let them enjoy. You are giving something good. And you are going to a bigger place. Dhamma is a continuous growth. It keeps on growing. When Dhamma starts growing, it grows. Nobody can stop its growth. So you are going to a bigger place to grow. Grow externally. Large number of people should get benefit. Grow internally. Deep inside you should get benefit. If you are not benefited, you think of benefit of others. It doesn't work. Attahita, parahita. Your own benefit and benefit of others. This is Dhamma. Your own welfare and welfare of others. This is Dhamma. Your own liberation and liberation of others. This is Dhamma. Keep growing in Dhamma. Keep growing in Dhamma. Keep growing in Dhamma. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Good. Be happy.